head fake, drives, dishes, wide open three for Voss, boom! What a great move, he got some big air. Here's hit of Voss, instead of the three, goes right to the rim, and Voss, dribbling on the baseline, goes right to the cup, can't get the finish, Sawani.
Voss, he looks at the clock, he's gonna drive, nope, pulls up, three ball, makes it!
Kadar, right, number 11, comes down with it. Great pass down the floor, there's a dunk right there! Manzano the dribble, the kick to Voss for three, bingo, hit a Voss! 11 minutes remaining in the game. Here's Voss for three, bingo, Voss for three! I would love to end that Voss, three ball. Hit it, Voss with the triple! How are ya? Good to see you, man. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Clan TV on the final GNAC weekend of the regular season. I'm Howard Samura, joined a little bit later by my analyst, Sahid Vali Hashim. In part two of our doubleheader, it's Clan men's basketball. Simon Fraser will look to end their 2016-17 campaign on a winning note as they welcome Seattle Pacific to the West Gym. We'll have more on the visitors from the Emerald City in just a moment, but let's take a quick recap. Simon Fraser's game on Thursday night, and it was a special one for freshman Othniel Spence, a career night off the bench. Some offense for the Clan on Thursday night, but a red-hot shooting performance from the St. Martin Saints proved to be too much for the home team to overcome. They fall 102-78. Spence, although turns in a dominant second half, he finishes with a game-high 29 points on 11 of 15 shooting, including 6 of 7 from beyond the arc. He also had 4 rebounds. His redshirt freshman teammate Graham Miller picked up 12 points as well. Michael Provenzano battled some early foul issues, 11 points, 3 assists. With the defeat, the Clan falling to 1-18 in the GNAC. The 20-game schedule will end today, and would it ever be special for the Clan men to send off their two seniors, Hida Voss and Gibran Sawani, with a win tonight against Seattle Pacific, a team led by head coach Grant Leap. On Wednesday, SPU's Sharif Khan made a free throw with 1 second remaining, purposely missed the second, collected the rebound, but his follow shot caromed off the backboard as number 17 Western Washington escapes with an 89-87 win to clinch the GNAC men's basketball regular season title. The second half comeback from a 19-point deficit fell just short for tonight's Clan opponents, the Falcons. And it became a fatal blow to their bid for a GNAC tournament spot. With the loss, the Falcons falling to 8-11 on the season. Key players to watch today will be Tony Miller, Coleman Wooten, and Joe Rasmussen. So take a look at those players. Earlier this season, Seattle Pacific won 88-66 versus SFU on December the 1st in Seattle. Believe we're getting ready for some special seniors festivities. We're going to let the cameras tell the story here. I believe we are set to begin with those, so we will take a short break here on Clan TV and be back with more when the opening tip-off takes place. We'll be back for the player introductions.
We'd also like to congratulate Jackie Chan, graduating with a Bachelor's of Kinesiology, also with an Active Health and Rehabilitation Certificate. And congratulations as well to Keith Hua, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science degree with a majoring in Biomedical Physiology. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our two men's basketball graduating seniors. First off, this player hails from Barendrecht, Netherlands, where he played 1 year of prep school at Canarias Academy in Spain before moving to Fullerton, California for his redshirt season. He then made the move to Burnaby, BC, where he has played 3 years for the Clan as an offensive sharpshooter, leading men's team in three-point field goal attempts and second in three-point field goals made this season with 36. With support from his mother, Rolene Higgins, and sister, Eros Voss, graduating in fall of 2017 with a Bachelor's of General Studies and double minor in Business and Education. Ladies and gentlemen, Hida Voss. Next, we recognize this graduating senior who calls Torrance, California his home. He will complete his Bachelor's of Communication with a minor in Education this spring. He completed all 5 years, redshirted 4 of his collegiate career at Simon Fraser under coaches James Blake, Coach Virgil Hill, and now Coach Hanson, where he has been the man in the middle, blocking shots, rebounding, and providing exciting finishes for the fans. He is being recognized tonight with his mother, Shalina Sawani, presenting flowers as he comes to the court. Ladies and gentlemen, senior forward number 21, Jabron Sawani. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, our seniors this evening, number 21, Jabron Sawani, and number 3, Hida Voss.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it's time to get into the black team. Welcome, the 19th team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as they take on the home team, your Thunder. 19 team of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons, as
And welcome back, everybody, to the West Gym, Simon Fraser University, Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. The final game of the season here on campus at Simon Fraser. The men set to finish off the regular season against visiting Seattle Pacific. The anthem's now complete, and we're getting ready after seniors night to get going here. As the anthem singers, the young kids on the floor, did a great job with the American and Canadian national anthems. And now we're getting ready for some GNAC basketball. Seattle Pacific coming in here off a tough loss to Western Washington on Thursday. Simon Fraser looking for just their second win of the GNAC campaign. Number 2, Coleman Wooten, introduced as one of the Seattle Pacific starters. Tony Miller, number 11, another one of them. And here comes number 14, Joe Rasmussen. Olivier Paul Batu, number 32, as well as number 33, Gavin Long, will make up the starting lineup for the Falcons of Seattle Pacific. Simon Fraser now set to be introduced. Of course, we had the seniors' night festivities for Hida Voss and Jabron Sawani, the 2 seniors. And it looks like each of those 2 will be in the starting lineup tonight, as Kadar Wright gets the call, number 11, having a great season for Simon Fraser. Michael Provenzano, the redshirt freshman, now being introduced to the crowd, a real fan favorite. Provenzano making sure he makes his rounds and comes by to say hi to all of us here on press row. And that's JJ Pankratz as well, number 22. A real spike in his offense as of late. And now the 2 seniors are going to get a real special treat here. Hida Voss on his senior night, introduced as part of the starting group here for the Clan. Another player is going to be introduced last year, and it's going to be the Torrance, California native Jabron Sawani. And what a nice fellow Jabron Sawani is. You get to know this guy, just a total gentleman. Very nice guy. Get to see him. Kadar Wright coming by to say hi as well. As we get set, and this Clan team is pumped, wanting this victory in a bad way. It carries over into the offseason. It carries over into everything they do the rest of the way. So here we go. Let's get ready for some basketball as you bring up the house lights on one of the biggest houses we've seen here at the West Gym. The upper bleachers have all been opened up. It's a pretty full house here. The biggest crowd I've ever seen for a Simon Fraser game at the new West Gym facility. So it is going to be fun here tonight as these teams get ready for action. Tony Miller will do the opening jump against Jabron Sawani, the 2 players getting set. And we are almost underway here in front of this big crowd here at the West Gym tonight on seniors night for Simon Fraser University men's basketball. Howard Samura here with you. Hope you enjoy the broadcast on Clan TV. We've certainly had fun bringing you the entire Simon Fraser home schedule this season. As Miller and Sawani jump it, Miller's going to win it. And the ball back to Olivier Paul Batu. Batu with the basketball right now. That's Wooten as he finds Rasmussen. Gavin Long now with the basketball as well. Jumper for 3 is going to skirt off the rim and out from Tony Miller. And here comes Provenzano down the court for the Clan. Provenzano extends and gets the layup. A great play there for Michael Provenzano, and a 2-0 lead for the Clan. So Provenzano at the free throw line up the front of the iron, but nonetheless a 2-0 Clan lead. And here come the Falcons. Batu, Rasmussen off the back iron. So Simon Fraser supercharged here to open this game. You could feel it in the air here with this team in the pregame. Kadar right now with the basketball across court to JJ Pancratz. Will move it to Voss. Provenzano. Shot clock is under 10 now. Kadar with the basketball. Will just pop the 3 ball and knock it down. Kadar right. Rises above the court and knocks down the 3-point shot. 5-0 with the shot clock winding down. Simon Fraser wants to do it with absolute commitment here tonight. A turnover on the play, so Seattle Pacific now 3 times down the floor. 2 misses now, a turnover. Key for the Clan today, Provenzano's got to stay out of foul problems. He tends to pick them up in bunches when he does, and that really affects the performance of the team. Such a key figure here as a redshirt freshman point guard, number 20. Here's Pancratz to kick back to Provenzano. Shot clock again under 10 as Provenzano now with the basketball. Tries to go through 2 defenders, gives it up, and Bay2 with a uncontested layup off the turnover by the Clan. Simon Fraser back on the attack, a 3-point lead. The ball passed back to Pancratz. Right now with the basketball, a bit of a ball fake, a jump stop, and a shot that goes up, tough one, off the back of the iron, and here comes Bay2, turning on the Jets. Miller with the basketball, he gives it up to Rasmussen, the big man underneath. Can't get the shot to even carry him, and right into the hands of Kadar Wright. So some tempo here from Simon. Pancratz working against Wooten. They'll go to Sabrani. Sawani checked that on the baseline. Gibran couldn't knock that one down. Wide open jumper there on the baseline. Had to take it, and he did. Coleman Wooten. Bay2 weaving. Wooten underneath to Rasmussen for the layup, and 5-4 the score now. For head coach Grant Leap in his first year as the head coach of the Seattle Pacific team. Provenzano give it back to Voss. A little bit of a fake there for Hide as he goes on with the scoop shot. And he makes it go. That's 7-4. So Voss just really nice move to the basket there. Rasmussen will move it around the horn to Miller. He goes right to the rim and gets the score. And looks like Gibran Sawani will get called for the foul. So indeed, Sawani getting called for the foul. His first of the game here, just underway from the West Gym. The only non-US NCAA school in existence is Simon Fraser. You're watching the Clan at home on their final game of the season, trying to plumb the silver lining out of a 1-18 season thus far. Game number 20 has arrived, and a chance to double their win total here against Seattle Pacific. Whistle is gonna blow. Illegal screen called against Kadar Wright. Bay2 with the basketball. He's going to find Wooten. Working off the Rasmussen screen. He gets a lane to the basket and lays it up and in. And Big Joe Rasmussen, 6'8", 245, a senior out of Mercer Island. And block out the sun there as he creates a lane to the basket. So here are the Falcons with a 9-7 lead. A long distance 3 put up by Voss doesn't go. Entry to Rasmussen again. Sawani guarding him. Provenzano comes to help. Bay2 on the kickback to Rasmussen. They're moving it well, and a jumper for 3 off the back iron. Provenzano with the rebound. Weaving his way, but gets dispossessed of the ball. Miller blew a tire there, but they get down the floor regardless and scored on the 2-on-1 with Gavin Long. Tyrell Lewin will check in on the next break for Simon Fraser. As will Isaiah Sherman-Newsom. Kadar Wright now to Pankratz. Only 5 on the shot clock for JJ. He's going to pull up and take a shot off the front of the iron. And it's Bay 2. Wooten skips it down, was looking for Rasmussen. Sawani got a hand on it, punches it out to Provenzano. Setting up the 3 from Pankratz, and JJ knocks it down. The big 3 ball from JJ Pankratz. So the Clan pulled it within 1 here at 11-10. Here's Bay 2. Feeding on the turnaround to Miller. He can't get it to go. And Sawani with a great rebound. Jabron skies for that ball. And Kadar now turns on the Jets. And the blocking foul called on Coleman Wooten. Let's take a look on Clan TV at the behind-the-back pass from Provenzano to JJ Pankratz for the big 3 ball. Big play here, 11-10, 6 minutes in. And back with you here on Clan TV. Apologies there for leaving you a moment. Great to see the huge crowd here. Seniors night, pink night, breast cancer research, and just a great overall vibe in the building. And what a turn of events in university college basketball in the Greater Vancouver area in the province of British Columbia this year. Simon Fraser, of course, there are 3 different post-secondary levels of basketball played in the province of British Columbia. There is NCAA, of which the Clan is the lone member. There's also the Pac West, a former junior college group of schools, which is now degree granting and filled with 4-year schools. They're all BC teams, so they're kind of exempt from what I'm saying here. And then there's U Sports, which is the Canadian university system. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, every single BC Youth Sports men's and women's basketball program has been eliminated here by the second round of the postseason, and I can't ever remember that happening. Simon Fraser men will not make the playoffs after tonight, obviously, but the SFU Clan women will. I think they're the only one outside of the Pac West who will continue playing basketball in our province of British Columbia. So really strange season. The UBC Thunderbirds men's team, ranked number 2 in the country of Canada for CIS, were eliminated in their series in 2 straight games by the Manitoba Bison. So it's been a strange basketball weekend. Of course, high school playoffs in full fling, but at the post-secondary level, very, very different this season. Sharif Khan, number 1, into the game, running the point now for Seattle Pacific. Wooten will take the handoff from Khan, skip it down low, and right to the basket goes Tony Miller. The N1 opportunity approaches as Miller makes the basket, gets a chance to make it a 3-point play here. Also checking into the game recently for SPU, number 34 is Hunter Eisenhower. Missed there, and Kadar Wright with the rebound. Provenzano to Kadar Wright here. Clan trailing by 3. Early going opening half here on Clan TV. Provenzano skipping to Voss. Out to Provenzano for 3. Can't get it to fall there. And here comes Wooten down the floor for Seattle Pacific. Ooh, and he's going to toss it right over the head of the intended target, Eisenhower, and over the head of the Clan bench as well in the process. Provenzano. Kadar Wright's going to pull up from the elbow and swish it. Kadar, smooth as silk there to make it 13-12. Just over 7 minutes into the opening half of play here. Here's Wooten turning a corner. Changes hands, goes right to the basket, follows Miller, doesn't go, and Kadar skying for the board there. So Wright gets him back in transition, finds Provenzano. Michael will find Kadar for 3 off the side of the iron. Great rebound by Lewin. He rips that one off the rim. Provenzano on the baseline. Subs coming into the game now for Seattle Pacific will be Joe Rasmussen back into the game, as well as 33 Gavin Long, 2 of the starters back into the game. Coming out, one of the starters, Tony Miller. Off the inbounds, it's Voss with the basketball. Sherman Newsom to Kadar Wright. Glad need to get more people involved in the offense, including Sherman Newsom, who's really come on of late. Voss to Sherman Newsom, the 3 ball. Lewin bats it away, but it's going to end up going off his knee and out of bounds, so it'll be Seattle Pacific basketball. There's a timeout on the floor, and we will take a timeout as well and be back with more from the West Gym in just a moment.
Champions are made from something deep inside, a desire, a dream, a vision. Anything is possible if you are determined, dedicated, and if you believe in yourself. I am Lauren Swistak, and I am ready for the new season.
Fear can either drive us back or push us forward to play harder and stronger. To uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits and then have the courage to blow past them. I am Cruz Velasquez, and I am ready for the new season.
And we are back with you here at the West Gym. Howard Samura, Clan TV. Simon Fraser hanging with the Seattle Pacific Falcons, 13-12, the Clan trail here. Just over 8 minutes into the opening half of play, and Clan players on the floor: number 23, Tyrell Lewin; number 14, Isaiah Sherman Newsom; number 3, Hida Voss; number 20, Michael Provenzano; number 11, Kadar Wright; and that is Sharif Khan right now for Seattle Pacific. Strufert, number 30, also into the game now. Khan battling with Provenzano on the baseline as Khan drives the skip pass. They work it out to Eisenhower for 3. And Hunter Eisenhower knocks down the big triple, 16-12, a 4-point lead here for the visitors from Seattle. Kadar turning a corner, kicking back out to Voss. They go to Provenzano as they try and get some penetration. Shot clock down to 14 now. Kadar driving, muscling, going off the window and getting a roll. Kadar Wright doing a great job, 16-14. JJ Pankratz and Othniel Spence, he of the big game earlier this week. Provenzano, big move there to get by his defender, lost the handle. And some bodies colliding on the floor there. It's Nathan Strufert and Kadar Wright went to the floor hard there. So we're almost at the midway mark of this opening half of play. 16-14, as we mentioned, Seattle Pacific. Simon Fraser just wants the victory in such a bad way. It would mean so much for everything they've done as Pankratz rises and puts down the dunk. JJ Pankratz. That really brings a roar from the crowd here as the Clan tie the game. And Lewin's going to get called for the foul as he's defending Strufert. Strufert will check in. Miller will check back in as number 11 comes into the game.
Armbar, across the chest.
Armbar called, a foul against Isaiah Sherman Newsom. So So the Clan running into a string of fouls here. But they've hung tough here. 16-16 is the score. Eisenhower to Miller, they'll find Rasmussen battling with Lewin. Good job by Tyrell Lewin there, and Pancratz comes in to clean it up with a rebound. Provenzano to Sherman Newsom. Sherman Newsom backing in Miller. Turnaround, tough fading shot is going to go. ISN with a big turnaround. Nice shot there from Sherman Newsom. Some real focus as he posts up his defender on the turnaround. 18-16 for the Clan. Eisenhower. Rasmussen, the jumper from the big man, doesn't go, and Othniel quickly up the floor to Provenzano. Wants to go the whole way with a finish. Lewin with a tip underneath, can't get it done. And the foul is going to get called against Rasmussen underneath. Here's a replay as Sherman Newsom shows you some great post skills and a nice shot there. Fading, that shot's not going to get blocked, but it's a tough one to hit fading from the basket for number 14. He does just that. 18-16 the score here. We're just past the midway mark of the opening half. Fresh shot clock here for Spence as he inbounds underneath the basket.
Hey, Sask 14!
Spence to Pancratz. Sherman Newsom right back into that post-up position against Miller. Turnaround, knocks him to the ground. I don't know if Miller flopped or not. He went down awfully easy. And Sherman Newsom with a solid frame knocks him to the ground. Turnaround layup is good. Here's a steal from Kadar. Simon with a 4-point lead, and Spence will lay it up and in. It is a 22-16 lead, and the Falcons want time. The crowd loves it. Seattle Pacific trailing 22-16. What a great spurt by the Simon Fraser Clan. Take a look at the second post-up opportunity, and Miller went down like a bowling pin there on the turnaround, but Newsom does carry some force on that turnaround move as he lowers the shoulder and gains position in the paint. The Seattle Pacific team with one Canadian on the roster, and he's one of the more talented guys on the team. Olivier Paul Betu, a 6'1", 180 senior out of Montreal. Went to Worcester Academy and transferred up here from UC Davis, and you see him with the basketball right now. They'll go to Miller, corner pass to Wooten. Betu on the baseline. Loses the ball as he dribbles into three Clan players and Othniel Spence. Great stride from Othniel, fights off defenders, just can't get the finish. Tough break there for Spence. Pull up three here from Miller is going to go in and out into the Clan. So Simon Fraser protects the 6-point lead, 8.5 minutes from the half. Spence sizes up the situation in the half court. He's got Kadar moving towards the ball. Right finding Pancratz coming off a screen down low. Shot clock now down to 10 as JJ makes his move. Changing hands, leaning into his defender, and that is beautiful basketball from JJ Pancratz. Number 22 with the lay-in there. 24-16, largest lead of the game now, 8 points for the Clan. Oh, they look for that high-low on the cut there. As Strufert went for long on the cut and couldn't find his man. Look at on the replay here, Pancratz. What he does that I love here is just lean into that defender at the last second. There we go, right off the window. And Pancratz with a great move there for an 8-point lead. Simon Fraser dance team now on the floor. Entertaining the large crowd here at the West Gym. And keeping that theme of pink for this crowd. Some of the numbers we can go through as you watch the dance team here at Simon Fraser. The Clan led by the 7 points at J.J. Pankratz. He's 3 of 4 from the floor. He's hit his only attempt from beyond the arc. So Pankratz with 7 points in 9 minutes, a solid outing. As well, Kadar Wright with 7 points. He's 3 of 5. He's hit a triple in 2 attempts. Also has 4 rebounds, a steal, and an assist. So productive for Kadar. Actually, Kadar was 7, that's right. As well on the other side of the ledger, 5 points leading the way. It's Tony Miller, 2 of 6, but Simon Fraser is shooting the ball well. They're shooting 52.4%. They're 11 of 21. 7 of 18, 39% are the Seattle Pacific Falcons. As the timeout breaks and the players come out on the floor, it's Kadar, it's J.J. Pankratz, it's Tyrell Lewin, Othniel Spence, and Isaiah Sherman-Newsom. On the other side, it is Bay 2, along with Cam Wooten, number 2, Miller, number 11. 33 is Gavin Long. And who am I missing? Number 30 is Strufert. Right underneath, and what a great dish that was. Spence with a rocket down low. And Sherman-Newsom able to finish it off underneath. So a 10-point lead here for Simon Fraser. What a superb performance by the Clan thus far. There's Miller, though, stepping up, knocking down a 3-ball. Calm, cool, collected, cutting it to 7 points. Catch and shoot from JJ, in and out, right into the hands of Batu. Transition defense so critical here for the Clan. Batu, though, challenging the shooters, goes the full 94 for the layup. Simon Fraser's got to watch out here. Their lead being chopped down to 5 points. They've given up a 3 and a 2 in the last 2 possessions. Kadar regains the handle. Calling out the sets here right in front of us, head coach Steve Hansen in his first year at the helm of the Clan. Kadar now, crossover move into the paint. Kadar, the kick out. Here's the 3 from Othniel Spence. Bingo! And a foul called on Batu. It's going to be a potential 4-point play. Clutch shooting there. Othniel Spence is showing us something here on the last weekend of the regular season. If you're a Clan basketball fan, you're going to spend the offseason wondering how much more you're going to get from Othniel Spence over the course of his career. Because he's a guy that can score the basketball. Let's take a look on the Clan TV replay. Focusing on the shot with the closeout coming. He gets knocked to the floor and he completes the 4-point play. Clan back on top by 9 points with 6:36 remaining in the first half. Con to Wooten. Kadar Wright guarding him. They were looking for the Strufert screen, but Wooten is going to go straight to the rack and can't find the finish. But the whistle blows. So Wooten will step up to the free throw line. Coleman Wooten, the 6'5", 220-pound sophomore. Solid frame on the young man from Maple Valley, Washington, Tahoma High School. Jabron Sawani sprints off the bench here. He's going to spell Lewin. So Tyrell with some productive minutes there for Simon Fraser. Wooten with a make. 7-point game here. Hotly contested Clan trading blows and hanging with the Seattle Pacific Falcons. Simon Fraser women unable to protect the 10-point lead in their loss to Anchorage, who finished their women's season at 20-0. Number 2 ranked team in all of Division II women's basketball. A great game that preceded this one here. Here's Miller off his foot, dispossessed of the ball by his own means. And Othniel Spence now will take the ball into the half court. Kadar takes the handoff. I didn't see what happened. Are they calling an offensive foul on Jabron Sawani? Is that an illegal screen perhaps? I don't know what happened there. They are saying illegal screen. Sawani, just a handoff play and just headed towards the baseline, gets called for a foul. His second of the game. Just checked into the game here. Is Kahn now running the point. Miller, the cut to Wooten, and he's got the reverse. Well run play in the half court. Feels like you're watching some Princeton offense there as they make that shortcut to the basket for the layup. Here's JJ kicking out to Spence for three, and Othniel Spence knocks down the big triple. 33-25, the lead now 8 points. Conn with the basketball, he'll find Long, they'll feed the big man Rasmussen down low. Back up top now is Wooten. He's got a nice handle and some power. He steps back behind the line and unable to get it. Rasmussen battling for the rebound, and the foul's going to be called behind. I believe it'll be, it's going to be Sewanee as we look on the Clan TV replay at that Spence triple. Tough break for Gibran in his final game of his collegiate basketball career. Tough break for the young man. He comes in and picks up 2 quick fouls, now has 3. So Sewanee's got to take a seat again. And as we look at the rotation of head coach Steve Hansen, it's going back to Isaiah Sherman-Newsom. So Sherman-Newsom off a bit of a breather there as Rasmussen makes the first. Bingo on the second to make it a 6-point game here. 5 minutes to go in the opening half of play. Provenzano barks it out as he brings the ball over half court. Conn guarding him as Provenzano looks for Kadar. Wright eases his way, finds Pankratz on the baseline. JJ explodes for the dunk! The big slam dunk from Pankratz. He rises off the ground and lays it down. 35-27 the lead now, an 8-point lead for the Clan. JJ Pankratz got the basketball, and all of a sudden, as we look on the Clan TV replay, great move off the fake. He left Tony Miller flat-footed and went straight to the basket. And Pankratz rose, the Yale secondary star, puts it down with authority there. One of the nicest dunks we've seen this season in the West Gym right there from JJ Pankratz. Spence to Provenzano. Fading from the basket. Michael can't get that shot to fall, and the rebound gobbled up by Wooten. Kick back to Rasmussen. Miller now with the basketball. Provenzano guarding him to go cross court. Wooten for 3. Off the mark, and Kadar with the rebound. Kadar, little hesitation, pushes the accelerator, gets to the rim but can't get the finish. He wants tough break for Wright. Conn calls out the signals here as they get set up in the half court. Skip down low and had that backdoor cutter again, but you got to credit Kadar Wright for disrupting that play. Here's Provenzano, he wants it all. He's got it, Provenzano with the big 3-ball. And again, Grand Leap is going to call time. Seattle Pacific needs to catch their breath. The Clan had their largest lead of the game at 11 points. They are knocking down 3 balls, and they're getting decisive dunks on the baseline like JJ Pankratz showed you. Simon Fraser, as we look at the Clan TV replay here, Provenzano dialing it up, knocking it down, and what a great moment here for these fans in the West Gym to see Simon Fraser and the men's team doing a great job here against Seattle Pacific. You never want to get too far ahead of yourselves over this tough Simon Fraser season as we look at another replay here on the Clan TV monitor. JJ with that great dunk, and you see he's now a full stride ahead of Miller, and he rises above to lay down the dunk on the baseline. JJ Pankratz from Abbotsford. He is the guy. He's the BC stamp on this program. JJ Pankratz has played more minutes in Simon Fraser's NCAA career than any other player from the province of British Columbia, getting a spot in that starting lineup. And boy, it's been a struggle throughout his career here just in terms of wanting to be on that winning wave, but Pankratz keeps enduring, and he did a great job there. As the junior rises up for the nice dunk. 38-27, and the numbers reflecting the Clan's dominance. 53% from the field, shooting 16 of 30. The defense of the Clan holding Seattle Pacific to 10 of 23, 43.5%. Pancratz leading the way, 4 of 6 from the field. A game-high 9 points, he along with Othniel Spence, each with 9. Kleiner shooting 5 of 11 from beyond the arc. So red hot from beyond the arc and playing with a lot of poise here. Kahn with the entry, batted away by Voss, but they're going to call the foul. Foul down low on Voss as he tried to deny the entry down low to Gavin Long. So the referee actually called bear hug, I think, and the Simon Fraser coaches are going to wonder, what is that? Is that official? Is that legit? They called the bear hug on Voss. And the makes there by Gavin Long make it a 9-point lead, 38-29. Simon Fraser needs to maintain that aggressive attitude, but they need to also not settle. They need to exhaust their possibilities, look for high percentage efficiency. They find Voss. His reversal is going to elude Sherman Newsom. A bit too much mustard on that one from Hida Voss. Kahn, Eisenhower, and Long, along with Whoop, right to the window, can't get the finish. He had it, was Gavin Long. Provenzano is pushing the pace. Works it up to Provenzano, gets it back as the Clan motion offense in gear here. Provenzano finding Sherman Newsom, the handoff to Kadar, 13 on the shot clock, is right, spinning in the paint. Puts up a tough arcing shot. Sherman Newsom with a great rebound. Can't score off the hook. Love that rebound. That's a big time rebound by Sherman Newsom. Leaning back to get that basketball. Wooten gets the ball up top to skip down low to Long. Up and under move versus Voss. And that's a tough one for Hida in the post. Guarding the 6'5", 200-pound Gavin Long out of Wenatchee, Washington. Miller set the check in for Seattle Pacific at the next stoppage. We're down to 1:53 remaining in the opening half of play. Great half by the Clan. Dictating tempo here. Pancratz with the basketball. Shot clock down to 8. They'll kick it to Kadar for 3. Ooh, just off the mark there. Kadar so reliable from downtown. Kahn now with the basketball. Ooh, he works off that screen. Great job by Kadar. He goes right to the baseline. Takes that telegraph pass and wants to score it himself as he goes in. It's batted by Wooten. Steve Hansen, the SFU head coach, wanted the contact there. Wooten off a great little skip from Kahn. And here come the Falcons with 1:12 remaining. Provenzano, they don't call a timeout. Provenzano comes by the bench as he's walking up the floor to get the new assignment here. Crossover move, Provenzano into the paint. He gets fouled. I believe that's going to be Kahn with the foul. Indeed, they will call Sharif Kahn. He's the 6'1" freshman out of Bellevue, Washington. Bellevue High School. Not a bad little sports school, we understand. I had the pleasure of covering a great athlete from that region when I covered the Vancouver Grizzlies. Of course, Michael Dickerson was an unbelievable player here for the Vancouver Grizzlies, pairing with Mike Bibby in that great backcourt. And you might snicker there and say, what great backcourt, but they were a great tandem with Sharif Abdur-Rahim. From the offensive part of the ball, those three really actually had some great chemistry on the floor over those losing seasons. Here is Kahn now under a minute remaining. 7-point lead for the home team, the guys in white. They'll go to Long, they'll kick it to Kahn, and he is short with the jumper. J.J. Pancratz running in to get it with 30 seconds. There's about maybe a 1.5 seconds difference between the game and shot here. This Provenzano across his half court. They're going to play for the last shot here because there's going to be virtually nothing left on the shot clock. Shot clock down to 8 for Provenzano, finds Voss 1-3, hit a fading on the baseline, and off the rim. Nice attempt there by Voss, doesn't go. 1 second left as Kahn puts it up from half court and misses. And that's going to do it for our halftime. 40-33 at the break. Simon Fraser, what a controlled first half. They have played a great one here. 40-33, they are leading by 7. And a great job there. Who are we? I got it. Gabe? Okay, we'll take a short break here and be back with more before the start of the second half from the West Gym. The score at the half, 40-30, Simon Fraser over Seattle Pacific.
It's not the will to win that matters the most. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. Expect the unexpected, and you'll never be thrown off your game. I am Taylor Lundgren, and I am ready for the new season.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
I love basketball. I love to get in here and work on different things every day by myself, with my coaches, with the teammates. And so I think that you have to work hard. You have to make sacrifices some places in your life, but it all becomes worth it when you see the success that you can have.
Meg Wilson's skill is unquestioned, but it's her work ethic that has driven the Clan forward to new heights in her final season atop Burnaby Mountain. That drive, combined with the willingness to consistently reinvent herself as a player, has led her to become one of the most versatile players in the GNAC.
I think when I got here I was definitely a post player, but I wasn't as strong as other players in the conference, and so Langford really encouraged me to get outside and shoot the three and develop that over the summer in my game. And I think that that's something I worked on so that he'd be able to play me as a three instead of always putting me inside. And then this year I've added being able to score off the dribble and being able to attack more. And so I think that's helped me be able to see my teammates and be more of a leader on the court. I always want to get better. I'm never satisfied. I mean, you can always make mistakes. You always can try and get better, get more shots up, add things to your game. So it's definitely something that I'm always working on.
Off the court, Wilson points to a few teammates in her early years as a key factor in her growth as a person and a leader.
In my first year when I first got here, I was super quiet. I was just sort of didn't say much to anyone. I was shocked by the whole thing. The people who were here in my first year that really encouraged me, and they really made BC my second home and supported me and gave me somewhere where I wanted to stay for the next 4 years. And so I think those people in my first year really made a huge difference in how I grew. And also Chelsea Reist was a huge leader for this team throughout my whole time, and she's one of my closest friends, and I think I've learned a lot about her, about the importance of how caring for everyone on and off the court and making this a team environment so that everyone can thrive.
However, when it comes time to reflect on her experience with Simon Fraser, there are almost too many people for the forward to thank.
Of course, Langford, he has done so much for developing me into the person and the player that I am today and giving me the opportunity to play here. And Jess does so much for our team behind the scenes and getting all of us ready so that we're there for the games, putting in so many hours for our travel and everything. And of course, all my teammates that I've had here, they've each of them have had an important role in my life. I have great friends with all of them, and so I think that they've all taught me something. I wouldn't want to do this experience without having so much fun with them. And most importantly, I'd like to thank my parents and my family for all their support over the years. I have a great support system. I know that a lot of people wish that SFU was a little closer to home so that they could come to games, but it's so nice to be able to have family around to help you and just make the experience more fun.
And what's more, the London, Ontario native would do it all again in a heartbeat.
I don't think that I would change anything. I mean, I think everything happens for a reason. Even having surgery last year, I think I learned a lot as a player, both about myself and as a teammate, to help other people when things aren't always going their way. But I think that it's been a great experience, my 5 years. I've met great people. I've had a lot of fun here, so I don't think I'd change anything. Maybe we'd take another win or so that we didn't get along the way.
wanted to come here. It was more like a chore for me to be here. My first year was a lot of, I have to go to practice, I have to go on this road trip, I have to go and play basketball. But I think there was a switch that just went off in my head after first year that was just like, I get this amazing experience, I get to live in a different country, I get to meet so many new, great, fabulous people. So I think that was it.
That was the beginning of Ellen Kett's career with the SFU women's basketball program. Not the most ideal way to start, but over the years, she has developed and become one of the most elite point guards to ever wear a clan uniform. This season, as a senior, her leadership on and off the court is key to helping her team deliver the best finish SFU has had since joining the NCAA.
It's like we're just very supportive of each other. Like everyone's gotten to know each other. I know my first couple of years, like I would always room with the same person on the road, but I think Langford and Jess have done a great job of, moving us around and getting to know everybody else on a more personal level, And I guess we're all going for the same goal. Like we all want to win at the end of the day. So.
As the quarterback of the team, Kett's idea of a good game isn't how many points she can put up, but instead how many assists she finishes the game with.
I think assists is a big part of my game. I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of what I'm there to do, running the point guard. I am there to be a playmaker. It gives me a good indication of how I did in the game, and it kind of gives me some sort of satisfaction in, getting other people into the spots that they need to be. Like I drive down to the block and Fraj is there, she's going to sweep underneath the hoop to the other side so I can either score or pass it off to her. If Meg's at the high post, I drive at her, I know that she's going to back her every single time. More often than not, I drive the baseline, I know someone's going to be in that corner ready to spot up for the three. I see Ozzy running the floor, I'm going to give her the ball 9 times out of 10 because I know she's the most athletic person in the league. So I guess you got to know who you're playing with, but at the same time, you got to know the defensive tendencies.
And true to form, Kett's favorite play in her clan career was one where she delivered a precision pass to Rachel Fragile that led to the game-winning play.
Last year in Anchorage, when we went over to Alaska and we upset Anchorage whilst they were the #1 team in the country at the time, I mean, it was just unreal when Frag got her and1 play and then put in the free throw to put us up by 1 with a few seconds to go. And honestly, everyone was just ecstatic. Like, I don't know if you saw the reactions on the bench with the video, but even Jess was going nuts, and I don't think I've ever seen Langford happier. It's just unreal.
With her career at SFU coming to an end, the Melbourne, Australia native has many people to thank for her time here.
It's interesting. I mean, I know they support me in everything that I do, but after games sometimes, I'll get a message from my mom and dad like, oh, do we bother watching this? Like, saw the stats, do I bother putting it on? I was like, probably not, mom and dad. But no, I think they're great. Definitely want to thank Langford for everything that he's done for me. And I think I owe him a lot. He kind of believed in me that I could get better, and here I am today, and I honestly couldn't thank him enough. Jess, I mean, she just does so much for the program and so much for everybody on the team. So I want to thank her. My teammates, they make it worthwhile. They make practice fun. They make everything fun. And all the people at the desk, I mean, they've become like a second family to me, and I know I can count on them whenever I need them.
Woke up, staring at this empty room. Looked at 1,000 different pictures that your mother took of you.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Mental illness is something anyone can suffer from.
It isn't a choice or a weakness, and you can't just snap out of it.
But with support, we can make each other better.
Check in and care for your friends, teammates, or colleagues, and be a good listener for them.
Ask them how they're doing and if you can do anything to help.
It begins the crucial first step of decreasing the stigma so that we can open up a conversation.
Educate yourself about mental health
and help break down the myths and stereotypes.
Together, we can shape the dialogue about mental health within our community.
I was alone.
When I arrived at SFU, I was ready to pursue my dream to become a physiotherapist, which all started back in high school with my passion for athletics. But then I took a health sciences course and discovered that at SFU you have choices, incredible choices. It opened my eyes to a world of possibilities in global health. Possibilities for my future I had never considered, but I really struggled with letting go of my first goal. And that's when I found out how much support you get here. Incredible support, so you can really explore all those choices, think them through, and choose the path that's right for you. Faculty and staff paved the way for me and helped me navigate my new path, and I've never looked back. At SFU, you're part of a real community. The faculty and staff know who you are, what your interests are, and they really go out of their way for you. Research projects, conferences, international studies, co-op positions, student leadership. At SFU, you get the best education you could possibly hope for and the most support you could possibly ask for. And now that I've graduated, I'm packing my bags for Oxford to start my master's degree. Here's my plan. I see a need for better bridges between ideas and action in global healthcare. And if I can help build those bridges, that would be a really fantastic thing to do. I'm ready, and if you put your mind to it, you'll be ready too.
Head fake, drives, dishes, wide open three for Voss, boom! What a great move, he got some big air. Here's hit of Voss, instead of the three, goes right to the rim, and Voss, dribbling him on the baseline, goes right to the cup, can't get the finish, Sawani!
Voss, he looks at the clock, he's gonna drive, nope, pulls up, three ball, makes it!
Kadar Wright, number 11, comes down with it. Great pass down the floor, there's a dunk right there! Zano the dribble, the kick to Voss for three. Bingo! Hit a Voss! 11 minutes remaining in the game. Here's Voss for three. Bingo! Voss for three! I would love to end that Voss. Three ball. Hit it, Voss with the triple!
Strong character is created little by little, day by day. It is pushing through physical and mental pain, agonizing losses, and repetitive practices. I am JJ Pankratz, and I am ready for the new season.
And back with you here on Clan TV, Howard Samura at the West Gym. Simon Fraser University basketball. The Clan with a 40-33 halftime lead over Seattle Pacific. And down to under a minute remaining to the start of the second half. And would have had a longer halftime show. I just got yakking with somebody here and lost track of time. It's the last weekend of GNAC basketball here at the West Gym. We'll miss it all until it starts up again in November. But Simon Fraser, what a first half they had. They came out with a real purpose after those senior night festivities were over. Those festivities honoring Jaron Sawani and Hita Voss playing their last Clan basketball games. And they've gone through some tough times with the program, but we'll have some fond memories of playing their basketball up here on the top of Burnaby Mountain. So Simon Fraser in that first half shot 45.7%. They were 16 of 35. They hit 5 of 12 from beyond the arc. Only had 4 free throw trips and made 3 of them. But doing a solid job in the rebounding department. So the Simon Fraser Clan led by the 9 points of Othniel Spence and JJ Pankratz. On the other side of the ledger, 8 points apiece for Coleman Wooten and Tony Miller. We're now getting ready for the start of the second half of play. It looks like the starting lineups for both teams on the floor. It'll be Voss, Pankratz, Sawani, Provenzano, and Kadar Wright. Gavin Long, Batu, Rasmussen, Miller, and Wooten on the floor for Seattle Pacific. Simon Fraser basketball. Kadar with the basketball. Provenzano now. The Montreal native Batu guarding him. Pancratz now with the basketball. Shot clock now hitting 10 as Provenzano gets it. Clan bench counting it down. They were thinking the scrawny screen. Instead, Provenzano puts up the three. It's off the mark. Simon Fraser just could not get any penetration on that possession. Here is Wooten. He's going to put his head down, skip on the baseline for the three ball. Is not going to fall for Rasmussen, but Miller with the rebound. Wooten again to Batu. Rasmussen to Miller. In the post, one-on-one, and Miller is going to get Rasmussen is going to get the N1 opportunity. Sewanee unable to guard him down low. Backs him down there as Tyrell Lewin rips off the sweats and jumps into action here at the minor official stable. He'll sub in for Sewanee. So Gibran having a quick shift here, a 1 minute shift to start the second half. It's Rasmussen. Off the mark there, and Pancratz with the basketball. So Provenzano Pancratz a handoff to Kadar, back to JJ for the three. Pancratz knocks down the big three. So JJ's having a great game. 12 points now, I believe, for Pancratz in this contest to lead all scorers. Wooten to Batu, down to Miller. Cross-court pass. It's going to drive into Pancratz. JJ cuts him off. Miller for three. Well off the mark, doesn't even draw iron. Trailing by 8 as we look on the Clan TV replay. Pankratz's great stroke on the three ball. This group finding some nice chemistry. Lewin has replaced Sewanee in the starting group here in the second half. Kadar for three. Both three-point shooters well off the mark here. Provenzano though, and a nice save by Lewin. Voss, the penetration kick to Lewin on the baseline. Tyrell just cannot find the angle off the glass, and he's going to get called for the foul in the process. So Lewin battling it with himself here. Tough break there for Lewin, who picks up his third foul of the game. He's sticking around on the floor. Could mean some extra time for Sewanee here. Here is Wooten as he drives into the heart of the Clan defense, dispossessed of the ball. Provenzano pushes the pace across half court. Ball reversal and the jumper there for Kadar. Well off the mark. Wooten off the window, doesn't go. And Provenzano now with the basketball. Quickly cross court, head fake Voss, baseline. So Lewin is going to take a seat. And the Clan will bring Isaiah Sherman-Newsom in. They go a little bit smaller, but we'll add some offensive productivity because Sherman-Newsom has been shooting the ball well. And he's been a workhorse underneath despite the size mismatches. Jumper is not going to go there for Eisenhower. Right down the floor, weaving and laying it up and in is Kadar right. That is great body control at full tempo. Makes it a 10-point lead here for the Clan. 16:42 remaining in this game. Focus, focus, focus if you're Simon Fraser. Eisenhower to Gavin Long, and he's left all alone. He goes right to the basket for the layup. Voss getting beaten there defensively. Is going to hear about it from Hansen as he comes back up the floor. Voss to Provenzano. The cut and the floater, unfortunately not going to count here. The foul being called against the Clan. So Voss having a real tough time out there. So Hida is going to take a seat for Othniel Spence. He was guarding, got beat off the dribble and gave up the basket and then commits a foul at the other end. So a tough break for both he and Lewin trying to get into the flow here. Here's Long powering his way to the basket. Finds the matchup he wants. He overpowers Othniel Spence. And right now there are some mismatches available on the floor offensively for Seattle Pacific, especially from the standpoint of putting your head down and driving the basketball. A bigger, stronger lineup for Seattle Pacific right now on the floor overall. As Gavin Long now steps up. Clan with a 7-point lead, but they can't fritter anything away here. They're going to have to keep the intensity up if they want to double their win total in the conference tonight. So lead cut to 6 here, 16 minutes left in the game. Here's Provenzano. Pankratz behind the back. JJ, tough shot, fading, makes it. JJ Pankratz. And that's a big basket for the Clan cause now, back up to 8 points to lead. JJ just hit a tough shot. Here's Kahn up top to Betu. Betu to Miller. Long works off the Miller screen and goes for a stroll down to the far corner. He's going to post up Long on the baseline. Second chance opportunity, tip drill underneath, and whistle blows, and we'll see what happens here. So the foul on Othniel Spence of the Clan. And the 15 foul for 4 minutes and 40 seconds into the second half. And a timeout on the floor. Simon Fraser, though, finding ways to get things done. They're managing to maintain a cushion right now, which is huge for them in terms of not giving up a big run. Right now with an 8-point lead. 47-39 is the score. Our final broadcast of the season for basketball. I hope you've enjoyed all the contests this year on Clan TV. And we've got a few minutes here. I want to thank our sponsors. And of course, we've thanked Nestor's Market all season, the proud grocer of SFU Athletics. The full selection of items, of course, organic, all natural, gluten-free, and so much more. Visit Nestor's Market today at the Cornerstone. Softball on Clan TV is coming. The end of the basketball season means that softball is just around the corner. The SFU Clan home opener is March the 3rd. You can catch all the action this season live on Clan TV. And the rumor is the football and basketball play-by-play guy might be doing some softball this year, so we'll see how that works out. It's going to be fun to watch Mike Rennie's crew up here on Burnaby Mountain. Long with the basketball. Kahn now. Skirting right through the defense. Kahn, they give up an offensive board, and that's what happens when you don't get up and seal. And that is Gavin Long. The offensive rebound that he turns into 2. Suddenly the lead now at 6 points. Pankratz to Provenzano. Spence. Spin move. Ooh, nice touch there from Othniel. Takes it right at Nathan Strufert, number 30, I believe, is going to get called for the foul. Oh, check that. Kahn with the foul, Sharif Kahn from Bellevue, Washington. It's his 3rd foul of the game as Spence steps up. The challenges for Steve Hansen right now are putting his most productive offensive team on the floor, and it might not equal the mismatches it can bring in terms of size deficiency, but he's going with it. And it's a young group. Here's Patu. Patu up top, Rasmussen, they're playing catch with Miller. JJ right in his face with a great hand there, and Pankratz. That was great defense as the coaches applaud Pankratz's effort. Gets a hand right in the face, disrupts the shot. Simon Fraser basketball off the miss, a 7-point lead here. Key roles on the floor right now. Look at a guy like Sherman Newsom, especially on the defensive end, has so much responsibility, undersized, to go and basically be the 4-5 in this group. Here's Kadar cutting through the lane. Underneath, a great dish to Sherman Newsom for the layup. 50-41, it's a 9-point lead for the Simon Fraser clan. 14 minutes left, and there's great focus on the floor from the team in white. They are locking it down. Oh, Kadar challenging on the baseline. Rips the ball out of Long's hands and hands it to Provenzano. Othniel right to the basket, and he is going to get fouled, and that's the way you play basketball on Burnaby Mountain. Kadar with a great job defensively, challenges on the baseline. Provenzano gets it down the floor, and Kadar right, what a great job. You might say out of his league size-wise, they're down there defending, but he dispossessed the Seattle Pacific player of the ball. Provenzano took it, and Spence goes right down the floor, and we'll take a look at it on the Clan TV replay. Underneath, we see the Sherman Newsom lane. But that was a great defensive play from Kadar. Spence at the free throw line. Makes it an 11-point lead here for the Clan with 14 minutes left. Moving it around the horn. They go to Long. Working off the Strufert screen. The ball reversal now back up top. Long's going to lob down low to Strufert. And that ball's going to go out of bounds, and Othniel Spence providing the defense in the low block. Othniel Spence doing a great job. Kadar now with the basketball in the half court. Kadar taking it off the window, and free throws coming. And right now, Simon Fraser is possessing the mojo. They're feeling it, and they're dictating it. They're feeling confident out there right now. Here's Kadar with that crossover move on the Clan TV replay. And Nathan Strufert, really no choice but to just hang on his back. Kadar can beat anybody in this conference one-on-one off the dribble. So a great job there. He's going to miss the second free throw. But the Clan with an 11-point lead here. Nothing is safe. Shall we repeat from the Clan Nation? Nothing is safe. It's 40 minutes of focus, and if you don't have that, you are not going to win the basketball game, as the Clan are showing tonight the signs of pretty extended focus. Here's Spence working hard defensively on the baseline. Just a size mismatch there for Long, who is going to be a great player in this league. He is a freshman at 6'5". This kid out of Wenatchee High School did a great job there. Here's Kadar. Crossover move gets him into the paint. The kick back outside to Pankratz, who's going to drive, jump stop to Othniel. Spence, tough shot, and he hits it! Spence with Wooten right in his face! 55-43, it's a 12-point lead, and Pankratz, active hands right in there to disrupt that play. Golly, Othniel Spence, as we look at it on the replay monitor, is going to be something special. We're going to watch Kadar here as he kicks out to JJ. Here's the kick back for the three ball. And look at that, the hand right in his face. And while we were away, Eisenhower, I believe, hit a three there. Seattle Pacific getting back and knocking one down. A much needed shot for them. 9-point lead. Simon Fraser cannot start settling for shots though. They have found success by running their options in the half court. Othniel losing the handle, coming off a hard cut. As they send a bullet down in the post, and Miller's gonna score. He got Kadar in the air, and Seattle Pacific starting to pump up their tires a bit here. Solid execution there. Miller getting Kadar in the air and knew he had his man beat as he comes up high, draws the contact, and gets to the free throw line. We'll take a short break here on Client TV and be back with more in just a moment.
A true champion puts every ounce of sweat and effort into the goal. Find your passion, become one with it, and great things will happen. I am Kevin Vigna, and I am ready for the new season.
Success is dependent upon drive and persistence. The secret to winning is having the extra energy to make another effort or try another approach. I am Addie Townsend, and I am ready for the new season.
And we're back with you here on the Clan TV. 7-point lead here for the Clan, but Seattle Pacific's play coming on the last couple times down the floor. Miller capping off a 3-point play on a foul by Kadar Wright, his second of the game. So the lead now cut to 6 points. And this is where oftentimes the Clan have run into some issues. Oh, Othniel, ridiculous basket! Underneath the basket, the English on backspin on that ball off the window was tremendous, 57-49. Catch and shoot here from Eisenhower, and he can knock that shot down till the cows come home, as they like to say. The catch and shoot, his specialty, and he knocks it down. He makes it a 5-point game. Pancratz now for Spence. Long distance J won't go. Grabbed away there by Will Parker, number 4. And they find Batou, misses the lay-in. He gets right to the cup and misses the lay-in. And Steve Hansen comes out, puts the hands down and says, calm, slow it down, boys. As we reach the very close to the midway mark here of the second half. Pancratz with the basketball. Sherman Newsom back up top to Kadar. Clan playing without not a lot of size here. They got to make it work for him. Spence for 3. He hits it. Othniel Spence. Unbelievable. The 3 right in front of the Clan bench. And Othniel Spence, he acts like he's been doing it his entire life. No change in expression on that face as Spence knocks down a huge shot. Here is Miller, he's been troublesome, misses it, gets an O board. This time is not going to get the and one, but I believe it's going to be Sherman Newsom with the foul. Take a look at a quick replay here as Kadar gets called for the foul again, so 3 on him now. That's a little worrisome. Spence with a big 3-ball. Look at that career high that Spence had in the last game out for Simon Fraser, and consider where he is headed in his Simon Fraser career. To have him and Kadar and Provenzano and JJ and Sherman Newsom all back next season is an enticing prospect here for Simon Fraser basketball. If they could just add some size, some athletic size facing the basket as well. Pieces are certainly being put into place here. This young team is very exciting to watch. 60-53. Make it 60-54 is Miller. Tony Miller, the 6'6 freshman out of Woodinville, Washington, continuing to haunt the Clan here. What a great play to steal the ball for him, and he gets it to Gavin Long right down the court, and this is danger country here for Simon Fraser. 4-point lead, 9:45 remaining. Voss is now on the floor for Simon. Simon Fraser wants this. They're going to have to play smart basketball. Sherman Newsom keeps that pivot and the turnaround. Great play. And that is the kind of play that shows you what strength does for you on the basketball court. How strength can a lot of times outdo size. And Sherman Newsom's ability to hold his pivot and turn and draw the contact gets him to the free throw line. Two words for Sherman Newsom from me, tough dude. And he steps up and hits the first one. There's a discrepancy here with the team fouls right now, and Steve Hansen would be well to call a powwow with the officials as Long misses the jumper. They change it to 5 team fouls, in fact. The jumper doesn't go for Spence, and Betu down the floor to Eisenhower, the wraparound to Long, and he's going to score the basketball. Long and Miller, both freshmen, are pretty impressive players. Number 11 and number 33 for the Seattle Pacific team. Down to a 4-point lead here. Seattle Pacific is chipping away at the stone atop Burnaby Mountain. Sherman Newsom in a post up against Eisenhower. Loses the handle, recovers, powers his way. Again, we'll say, tough guy, tough dude on the low block. Sherman Newsom getting it done. So the lead now up to 6 points. .8:26 remaining, an eternity in this basketball game. So Othniel Spence, a 1-and-1 coming up here. The foul. Sherman Newsom, I believe, got called for the foul there, his 3rd of the game. So Kadar and Sherman Newsom each with 3 now. Miller in and out, Spence with a rebound. Here's Provenzano, the 6-point lead, and nobody wants to win more than number 20. Here's Spence. Voss with the basketball, playing his last game in Clan colors. Provenzano, the jumper. Can't find the basketball karma. Here's Long, hard to the basket. Spence does a great job attacking him. And look at this in transition. JJ underneath the basket. 3-pointer, bingo! JJ Pankratz, the big triple from the baseline corner. That makes it a 9-point lead for the home team. Ball is gonna, just saved by the Falcons, and we're gonna have to stand here. Steve Hansen in our way at our broadcast location. The 2 dispossessed, it's gonna go off the Clan and stay with Seattle Pacific. We'll take a quick look at a replay on our Clan TV monitor here. Great job there by Othniel Spence, gets Voss into transition, and JJ, or rather Provenzano, the kick to Pankratz, and look at that form, bingo. So timeout on the floor, 67-58, 7:19 remaining as the Clan dance team comes onto the floor. Take a look at some of the numbers here. Simon Fraser in the second half is shooting 9 of 16, 56% from the field. They're doing a great job there. And on the game, shooting 49% as the Clan dance team entertaining the big house here tonight at the West Gym. Leading the way for the Clan, Othniel Spence with 20 points. JJ Pancrat 17 and Isaiah Sherman Newsom 12. Kadar Wright with 9. On the other side of the ledger, 18 points from Gavin Long and 13 from Tony Miller. The two freshmen in the lineup of the Seattle Pacific Falcons doing some good damage here for the guys from down south who are leading by 9 or trailing by 9. Simon Fraser needs focus here for 7-19. It's been a great effort so far. Seattle Pacific in the second half shooting 45%. They're 9 of 20 on the game, 45% as well. 21 of 47. Big key in this game. Simon Fraser's bench outscoring Seattle Pacific's 32-9. What an effort there as Eisenhower now with the ball. They can't let 34 become a catch and shoot guy. Look at this. The two right to the basket, a tip drill underneath, and this guy Miller is strong for a young kid and he wins the battle underneath. Tony Miller, 6'6", 205. I don't know if you would call him a prize recruit because I don't know the Washington High School recruiting classes, but boy, that kid can play. He took the opening jump, won it, and phenomenal guy around the basket. Just keeps balls alive and really finds a way to score in traffic. And those are natural traits that you have as a player. Miller, full of them. He knocks down the free throw as well. He's been huge for Seattle Pacific. Here's Provenzano. He'll get it back from Voss. And Kadar now in the paint. Makes a move and gets called. Oh, they're going to call Kadar for an offensive foul, and that's his 4th of the game, and that is a killer for Simon Fraser. Kadar will bear down, clamp the mental focus up another notch, and stay out there with 6:57 remaining. Certainly they need what he brings. Provenzano today has been solid in terms of staying away from those fouls. He's doing a good job there. Here's Miller. He'll get it back, and they go to Batu. Batu to Long, another freshman as we mentioned. Voss guarding him. Long trying to make a decision on the baseline, other side of the floor to the Miller. He powers his way. Provenzano's going to get called for the foul. That kid has got a powerful handle. So Miller stepping up to the free throw line. Not only everything else, he's a great free throw shooter as well. So Kadar is going to take a seat. Spence is going to come in. They will not keep Kadar down long, though, because with what's on the line here, you play with what you brought to the dance, and you need Kadar in your last game as an offensive force here. Miller makes the free throw, so he makes them both. He makes it a 4-point game. Provenzano now with the basketball. Probing the defense, working off of it leaves it on the rim. Top break there. Lewin had set him up perfectly with a nice screen, and boom, right down the floor. The freshman Long is going to lay it up, and then it's now a 2-point game. Here's Provenzano, skip underneath the Lewin, and he is fouled. 23 is going to go to the free throw line. And laboring out there right now, 14, Joe Rasmussen. Took a bit of a pop in the wrong place, and he's trying to steady himself at the free throw line. Lewin misses the first. They need these points with 6 minutes remaining. Nice job there by Tyrell. Thought that was going. It doesn't. He misses them both. They leave some points on the floor. 5:55 remaining in the game. Anybody's contest now. Clan have frittered away a double-digit lead. I believe the largest lead at 12 here. Down to 2. And here come the Falcons. Wooten with a drive and another foul. So Hida Voss is going to get called for the foul. Voss his third. Kadar's already out at the table to check back into the game as Wooten rears back and hits the free throw. So the Falcons with a chance to tie on a made free throw here. Voss will leave, Kadar will come in. So a team in NCAA that wants to win more than the Clan here at 1-18. Game now tied with 5.5 minutes remaining. Provenzano finds some space. Off the window, can't get it. Lewin, big rebound, and he gets fouled. Call Lewin the plastic man underneath. He stretches and finds a way to get the shot attempt off as he goes to the glass. So a timeout called here. Of course, the Simon Fraser women's team with a great effort against Alaska Anchorage, the number 2 ranked team in NCAA women's basketball, Division II women's basketball, and right down to the last few possessions. Tough loss for head coach Bruce Langford and company, but the playoffs beckon. In the GNAC playoffs, Simon Fraser will finish third on the season with a record of 15-5. Western Washington finishing second. And Alaska Anchorage, the perfect 20-0 season. March 2nd to 4th, and Lacey Washington is going to be the GNAC Championships. And on March the 5th, they will live stream the selection show at ncaa.com, 7 p.m. local time, to find out what part of the Simon Fraser Clan women's team will play in the big dance at Division II. Lewin just missed 2. He needs these points here in a game that's locked at 67. Swishes the first, does a good job there. Sherman Newsom set to check in, now he will. Lewin hits them both. Good job from Tyrell, making it 69-67. So the Clan back on top by 2. Can they get a stop here against Patu and company? Ooh, that's Eisenhower's shot. This time he misses it. Sherman Newsom almost disrupted Miller. They get the lob down low, and Wooten goes right to the glass. He's tied this game up. There's exactly 5 minutes remaining in the regular season for the Simon Fraser Clan. And they are locked at 69 with Seattle Pacific. Kadar, Provenzano, Othniel, drives, reverses, 3-ball from JJ. Bingo, JJ Pancras! 72-69 the score on some great ball movement from the Simon Fraser Clan. There is something to be said for rhythm in the half court, and JJ feeds off of that. Here's Miller powering his way, and JJ comes with a block. Oh, are they calling Miller for the foul there? So Simon Fraser doing its best to build up some basketball mojo here. 72-69, 4:26 remaining. So Simon Fraser doing what they can here to hold down the fort, to plug the dike, whatever you want to call it. They want to go from 1 to 2, and that's a little bit symbolic of where they are. Taking these baby steps as they grow the program from 1 win to 2 wins. A big one indeed here tonight, if they can hold on. But I think it's important to talk about clearly how much that kind of talk has not helped the Clan. They have so many times looked like they were going to hold on to leads, and it just has not transpired for them. It's all about 40 minutes of focus. 40 minutes of focus. You think of a 4-point play to lose a game. Amazing things have happened this year to snatch victory away from the Simon Fraser Clan. So as this group huddles and unites and gets ready to come back onto the floor, it's so huge and so important for them to realize what's going on in terms of the situation in front of them. 4:26 remaining. Eisenhower, got to know he's the catch and shoot guy. Batu can drive to the basket. Miller and Long, powerful guys off the dribble. And you can say much the same for well, actually, Wooten's not out there. Will Parker, number 4, is out there. Wooten out there, number 2. I do see him now. So here come the Clan against SPU, right into the foot of Miller, or Parker, check that. So the foul called against the Falcons. Eisenhower getting called for the foul. So Sherman Newsom on the 1-and-1 hits the first. Big free throw there. Make it a 5-point Clan lead as Isaiah Sherman Newsom makes good on both free throws. Eisenhower loves it. This time swirls in and out. Look at Long battle. That kid has got such a motor. Boy, I'll tell you, you wouldn't think he's a freshman. Provenzano now for the Clan. We're down to 3:45 remaining. It's a 3-point Clan lead. JJ. Solid move there from Pankratz. A veteran in this league now. He knows what he needs to do to affect things on the floor. Another timeout called. We'll keep it right here. And it's time, I think, to make a big shout out to everybody behind the cameras here at the West Gym. I'll tell you, for me personally, for my analyst, Sahid Vali Hashim, you guys need to take a bow, because it's been an amazing, amazing job you've done in giving, I will say, the best angles, the best replays. I think just overall the best package in the GNAC in terms of showing everything that happens in a basketball court. This is true theater you're watching here in the West Gym, and we see something big. We love to see those replays. So thank you again to everybody working the cameras on our crew here during the basketball season for Clan TV. You've done an outstanding job, and boy, just the leaps and bounds we've come in the last couple of years under Gabe Lynn has been amazing. But thank you for your work in helping to bring GNAC TV and Clan TV to our audience on the World Wide Web, wherever you may happen to be watching us. We're down to 3:41 remaining. The Clan break their huddle as Provenzano, Kadar Wright, JJ Pankratz, Isaiah Sherman Newsom, and Othniel Spence come off the bench. They've got the lead, but can they hold it? Pankratz will step up to the free throw line. It's Wooten and Long, it's Miller and Batu, and it's Parker as well on the floor right now for Seattle Pacific. JJ makes the first. That is a 4-point lead. Off the front of the iron, tried to feather it in. Keep it at 4 here with 3:38 remaining. Batu, Miller, Wooten driving right to the cup. You look at the off-season checklist for this Clan basketball team. As Seattle Pacific threatening to tie the game, that is what the Clan needs. They need a ball handling force from the 3-4 spot that can just simply power by people to complement what Sherman Newsom and Pankratz are giving this team. They want to post up, and they do one-on-one. Sherman Newsom, the turnaround move, the kick to Provenzano. They wanted a three. He's going to have to hoist it. He knocks it down with 3 on the shot clock. Provenzano, a huge shot for the Clan, 78-73. Baseline, Othniel, solid defensive positioning there. He gets a chest thump from Provenzano. And I'll tell you, Miller wanted a call there. He's got his arms up in the air, trying to be demonstrative as we look on the Clan TV replay. The kick out, Provenzano, shot clock winding down. Provenzano puts it up. Provenzano has a great handle, but also he showed you that three-point shooting stroke there. Here's Kadar. Provenzano turning a corner. He'll go back up top to JJ, 10 on the shot clock, 2:28 remaining in the game. Clan with a 5-point lead. Provenzano losing control. Hook shot is gonna go! Provenzano makes it up as he goes along. He loses control, but he goes to the baby hook and he scores it on the baseline. 80-73, here's a jumper for the 3-ball, and they will rattle that home. Will Parker, clutch. Ice vein 3 with 2 minutes remaining makes it a 4-point game. Simon Fraser value the basketball. Every possession magnified here. Kadar, the penetration dish to Pankratz, and he knocks it down. JJ with a huge 3. 83-76. It's a 7-point Clan lead. They need a stop. Do they need a stop here? Wooten against Wright. He beats him off the dribble. They go on the baseline to Long, and he lays it up and in. What Miller and what Long bring, 11 and 33, the Clan just do not have an answer for in the paint in this basketball game. A 5-point lead here for SFU. 1:15 remaining. Pankratz now with the basketball. Kadar, shot clock's down 8, 1 minute left in the game. Here's Kadar from 17, Arkin, oh, it goes in and out. They are calling a foul and they're saying Kadar's getting 2 shots. So Kadar is gonna go to the free throw line. (83-78), 54.1 seconds left. It's a 5-point lead. Ooh, Kadar tempting fate there. Gets a nice friendly roll off the iron. Really tried to take something off of that. Seattle Pacific wants time, and they are making sure the officials hear it, so we'll have a short timeout. They'll try and ice up Kadar, who is about as easy going as they come. Pretty hard to shake up Kadar. So Eisenhower will check in for Seattle Pacific off of the timeout. You know that head coach Grant Leap is looking for that catch and shoot 3 from Eisenhower. Simon Fraser, with 1 free throw remaining here, have a chance to make it a 7-point game, which will be key in terms of making it a 3-possession game. So Kadar, if he can step up and knock it down, will be a big part of this stretch drive lead for Simon Fraser. They've had to cut down to 2, and that lead has really gotten out to double digits on a couple of occasions here tonight. So Simon Fraser has been resilient, if anything. Their focus has showed for 39 minutes and 6 seconds. Kadar with a huge free throw here to make it a 7-point lead. and he will knock it down, 85-78. So Seattle Pacific needs to work fast. Don't be surprised if 34 comes skirting around for a three-point shot. Here he comes. Instead, he will dish down low. Turnaround shot doesn't go for the freshman long. Kadar with a rebound there. Pressure is going to come on the double team. They will break the pressure. Provenzano, and they will foul him in the backcourt. Simon Fraser with 32.6 seconds left. Simon Fraser, 82-78, 32.6 seconds left, and Provenzano at the free throw line. Oh, in and out, a tough break there for Provenzano. And he makes it. So 85-86, I was waiting for them to change the score, 86-78, 8-point lead here. They will go in and score it with Wooten. So it's back to a 2-point lead. They will foul Provenzano immediately with 25.3 seconds left. (86-80). Seattle Pacific calling their crew in. Grant Leap wants to talk to them. And the rest of that staff, Keegan Bone, Matt Borton, and George Parker, as they chat about the challenges atop Burnaby Mountain here tonight in the 25.3 seconds remaining in this game. Simon Fraser with a 6-point lead. They got down the floor quickly with Wooten, who powered his way to the basket for a lay-in. Cut it from 8 to 6, and here we go. They had to foul Provenzano in the backcourt, so Michael steps up to the free throw line. And it's good for the London, Ontario native. Provenzano, no mistake, he makes it an 8-point game. And Simon Fraser needs to keep their wits about them. 23.2 seconds, right to the rack again. So 88-82 is the score as Wooten again goes right to the rack for the layup. 6-point deficit, 20.9 seconds left. This game has come to a grinding halt in terms of its pace with all the fouls in the last few moments, of course, as they play it out and Simon Fraser battles and battles and battles. Just being past the score here that shows BYU with a 6-point lead over Gun. BYU with a big lead and a pending victory over Gonzaga. Simon Fraser with only one win in the conference and 21 seconds left as a 6-point lead over Seattle Pacific here from the West Gym. And we'll see how things continue to go here over the final 21. JJ Pankratz into Othniel, who gets fouled immediately by Kahn. So they will march down the floor again, and Seattle Pacific will just keep the foul parade coming, hoping the Clan mess up from the stripe. Great moments for young players like Spence and Provenzano. Eisenhower set to check in as well after this first free throw. Their hope is 2 misses from the Seattle Pacific perspective. They're not going to get it as he makes the first, but they tried to find that 3-ball catch and shoot for Eisenhower. They will do that again next time down the floor. 7-point lead here for the Clan. They'd love to make it 8. And they will. Spence cool and collected at the free throw line. We're down to 18 seconds remaining. Here comes Wooten. He's scored back-to-back. He's going to pull up from 3, and he's not going to make it. And Kadar is going to get the rebound. And the foul there by Parker. And let's march it down again. Take it down another 80 feet down the floor to the free throw line. Kadar Wright stepping up here, and he could make it a 10-point lead here. Off the rim, the miss. Kadar off the back iron gets a friendly bounce, and they make it a 9-point lead here at 91-82. Seattle Pacific now down to 9 seconds remaining. Kahn with the basketball. He's going to put up a shot inside the arc. Othniel Spence with a rebound. They'll foul him with 3.5 seconds left. And if you're looking at me for me to say it, I'm not saying anything except there's 3.5 seconds left in this game. And it's 91-82. Spence at the line here at 3.5 seconds left. It's a 9-point Simon Fraser lead. The 1-in-18 Clan rounding out the regular season here is Othniel Spence makes the free throw. An 11-point lead here. And what a way for the Simon Fraser Clan to end their season. 3-point shot is going to go up and off, and it's a 93-82 victory for the Simon Fraser Clan. They finished their season at 2-18. You can't feel anything but happy for this group of Clan players who have kept their chins up the entire season through all kinds of adversity. They bring their focus from the opening tip, and they win this basketball game by 11 points over the Seattle Pacific Falcons. The win total doubling from 1-2 here on the last day of the regular season. And what a great effort from the likes of Kadar Wright, Othniel Spence, JJ Pankratz, Isaiah Sherman Newsom. And a great job there for the coaching staff. And I don't know if we have a camera coming or not, do we? Okay, well, the players are getting in the huddle, but I think we might have assistant coach Sean Shook or somebody. Whoever you would like us to get, we'll get. Are we getting a camera? And who are we talking to? Let me know. We're going to get JJ Pankratz. And great to welcome JJ Pankratz in. And JJ, congratulations on the great work you guys did and the focus you showed for 40 to get the victory tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great team effort, came together, toughed it out at the end there. It was a great win.
This team really kept their resilience. Your chins didn't come down this year. You lost so many close games. How great did it feel to be a part of this team at this moment you guys won this game?
It's awesome. Especially senior night, it was just great to get that win. Last game of the season, just great way to end it.
For you, does this carry into the offseason? It's got to carry with you guys the whole way. It's a great feeling.
Absolutely. We'll take this. We'll always remember this. And our, obviously, the whiteout night, huge win. You know, like you said, we lost some close ones. We know we can compete. And yeah, we're going to work to get better offseason. So.
All right, well, go enjoy it with your teammates, JJ. Thank you so much. JJ Pankratz, our guest here on Clan TV, and what a fantastic finish to our season of Clan TV broadcasts. The Simon Fraser Clan with an 11-point win over Seattle Pacific. and they will win for just the second time this season. But what a great victory, as we are told. 2 wins over Lindenwood out of conference as well. So 4-24, but 2 wins in the conference. A nice start for this Simon Fraser team to finish the year. You heard JJ Pankratz talking about how it's going to last throughout the season. Leading the way for the Clan, 24 points for Othniel Spence, 24 as well for JJ Pankratz, 15 for Michael Provenzano, 14 for Isaiah Sherman Newsom, 12 for Kedar Wright. The Clan shooting 51% from the field on this game. If they can hold it together next season and play with the same kind of passion and flair, they're going to be a better basketball team that wins more games. So we'll see what happens. For executive producer Steve Frost, for our producer, engineer, and man in charge in the West Gym, that's Mr. Gabe Lynn. For all the support staff, for Zahid Fali Hashim on stats, I'm Howard Samura. Clan TV basketball will be off the air for this season, but back again strong next season. Look out for softball and all the rest here on Clan TV. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast today, wherever you may be, and we'll join you again soon down the road.